Today, every time Joel Embiid takes an L, he will be swapping sides and joining that team. Because if you can't beat him, join him. Here we have Joel Embiid on the Philadelphia 76ers. The first team he loses to, he will be joining that team. It won't be the Celtics, maybe it'll be the Bucks. It won't be the Bucks. Okay, the Spurs, he's definitely beating the Spurs. What? I was not expecting that, but y'all get the gist. And here's a look at Joel Embiid on the Spurs. He is number 7. That's just weird. And it wouldn't last long, ladies and gentlemen. Embiid's first L is his first game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Cat and Embiid together. That could be scary. That could be very scary. Let's see how it goes. And Embiid would play 2 games total in his second game, taking an L to the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, Embiid, AD, and LeBron together. I mean, that's gotta win you some games, right? Embiid would go on to win 10 straight games through the Lakers, but eventually taking a 3-point loss to the Phoenix Suns. Joining the Phoenix Suns, Embiid, KD, D Books, Chris Paul. Now, that's a super team. I mean, he just came from low-key a super team, but this is a super-duper team. Embiid would win his next 6 games with the Suns, but get taken down by Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, Luka, Kyrie, and Embiid, that should definitely get us some wins, hopefully. I think should last. Embiid would win 9 straight, but then lose by 1 to the Houston Rockets, bro. What? These boys are so desperate for help. They literally threw everything in the kitchen sink at the Mavs to get Embiid here. It's not like they're going to win for a while. I doubt it. They literally lost the first game by 3. They literally, I knew it wasn't going to last. So after his day trip to one of the saddest franchises in basketball, Embiid is a Chicago Bull. He's 43. That's just weird. I don't know. The number's just weird. Embiid would win 3 games in the Windy City, but he would take a 16-point loss to the Cavs. So every team Embiid has joined, beside the Rockets, because that was bad. Let's not even talk about it. Every team he has joined has had at least 190 plus overall, so maybe we can get something going here. Embiid would win 6 straight with the Cavs, but take a 1-point loss to the Pelicans. Fucking 1-point losses. Dang, that's probably the best front court in basketball right there, for sure. He would win 3 games with the Pelicans, but go join Nikola Jokic. So these two guys literally were butting heads and fighting for the MVP award. I thought it should have been Jokic, but that's just my opinion. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But now they have to work together to try to get some dubs, and I feel like they're really just going to be fighting over the basketball the whole time. They couldn't even win the first game. I mean, they couldn't even beat Giannis. Giannis literally just said, give me Embiid, f you, Jokic. Like, what the hell? So Jokic and Embiid didn't work. How about Giannis and Embiid? I feel like it ain't gonna work. Embiid would win 6 straight games in Milwaukee, but then he'd be going back to the LA Lakers. Embiid had a lot of success here. Remember that, y'all. Let's see if he can do it again. It didn't even last 1 game because the Dubs said they wanted him. They wanted to get a run with Embiid. Curry, Thompson, and Embiid. I mean, Draymond and Embiid together. That's very defensive. I will give them that. These boys couldn't even beat the Wizards. They couldn't even beat the Wizards. Porzingis and Embiid together. I mean, you got Beal, obviously. I mean, that's a big 3. Washington has a big 3, finally. Okay, let's see if that can do anything. Nah, Dame won the game because he wanted some help. Dame and Embiid, alright, let's see how that goes. So Embiid would win 2 games in Portland before taking an L to the Dubs again. Embiid back in the Bay Area, let's see what happens. And he'd take a 3-point loss to the Clippers. That was a high-scoring game. Yeah, it wasn't even overtime, dude. What? Westbrook, PG, Kawhi, and Embiid, and then there's just Robert Covington just chilling around all these superstars. Like, nah. Actually, I take it back. Westbrook. I'm not calling Westbrook no damn superstar. I'm sorry. I can't anymore. I just can't. They would win their first game against Sacramento, but then take a massive L to Mr. Guns Blazing. I mean, excuse me, Mr. Ja Morant. Here we go. These boys are coming out firing. This is the bad choice of words, I'm sorry. They'd win their first 2 games against the Lakers and Warriors, would then take an L to the Dallas Mavericks. Not many weeks left in the season. Embiid had some success here. Let's see how it goes this time around. He'd win his first game against Memphis, so he's not going back there, but then he'd take a surprising L to the San Antonio Spurs. So Embiid was here early on, if I remember correctly, and let's see how it goes this time. Nah, they just lost the first game by 2, and he's going to Memphis. Embiid would go back out to Memphis just to lose his first game against the Warriors and rejoin Steph Curry. He'd win 2 games with the Warriors, but then lose to the Sixers, so he's just heading back to where he started. He'd beat the Phoenix Suns in his first game back in Philly, but then just lose by 2 to the Nuggets and go back with Jokic. Yay. He'd beat the Pelicans, but then lose his next game to the Suns and go back and form the super team. He'd win 2 games with the Suns and then immediately go back to Denver. Wow, that was anticlimactic. So here's my status update update for y'all. Embiid is currently on the Nuggets, who have clinched a play-in spot with 9th place. His last game is against the Kings, who are nowhere near the playoffs. So Embiid needs this win to make the playoffs. Really hoping they don't choke this one away. Like, just please take care of business, and it's looking like they're going to. They got out to a strong lead. They had one, and oh yeah, they still do. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh yeah, they obliterated them, thank God. Denver would face the 8th-seeded Golden State Warriors in the play-in tournament and defeat them 114 to 111 to advance. The fact that they put Jokic off the bench is crazy. But in round 1, they'd be facing the 2-seeded Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies would win game 1, so they're getting their hands on Joel Embiid. Having Embiid back, can the Grizzlies take care of business in round 1? They're up 3-0, y'all. Can they take care of business? And they do. They sweep with Embiid. They now got the 6-seeded Clippers in their way, who beat the 3-seeded Suns in 6. That's nuts. See what happens when the Clippers are fully healthy? Nobody listen to me. Relax, Teebs. It's 2K. Relax. And the Clippers would win game 1 by 1 point to get Embiid on their team. Game 2 is going to be a Clipper win. Game 3 is going to be a Memphis win, and they take Embiid back. Can Memphis get back in the series, y'all? Let's find out. Oh no, never mind. The Clippers are going to take them right back. Clippers 1 game away from the conference finals. Do the Grizzlies hold on? They do not. Clippers win in 5. We got the battle of the LAs, the 5 and 6 seeds, ladies and gentlemen. That series went crazy over there. Oh my God. The 8th-seeded Thunder are nice. And remember, Embiid won like 10 games in a row with the Lakers, so if they get him, it might be done. It might be wraps. Game 1, the Lakers get him, and that might be it. The big 3 are back together, ladies and gentlemen. This could be done. Game 2 is gonna go to the what? Clippers get Embiid back. They really got something to prove out here, I guess. They win game 3. How about game 4? They win game 4. Do they advance? And they do. They win in 5. That's crazy. Paul George is the WCF MVP. James Harden's the ECF MVP. The 7-seeded Sixers without Embiid 1 in 7 games to face Embiid. You can't write it. You can't write it like this. I swear I did not rig this. If the Sixers get Embiid back after all this time and win a title with him, I'm gonna throw my microphone. I'm gonna be pissed. Game 1. Oh, Jesus. Embiid back in Philly where it all started. PJ Tucker in the starting lineup, and he does not deserve to be by any means. Game 2, do the Sixers win? And they win. Game 3, and oh, the Clippers take them back. Okay, we're not done yet here. Embiid's back on the Clippers. They're down 2-1. Can they tie it up 2-2. Do the Sixers get him or do the Clippers keep him? They keep him, okay. Game 6, do the Sixers take him back for game 7? Do the Clippers win it all? Let's find out. 132 to 112 is your final score, and thankfully the Clippers win with Embiid instead of the Sixers. I would have been pissed. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, Russell Westbrook. What a squad, man. I'm happy for Embiid. I'm glad he got on a super team to win it. That's actually insane. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the entire series. I have done this series with a ton of people. I will leave the link to the playlist right here in front of you. Y'all do not want to miss it. But for now, it's been Teebs. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.